journey. And this is something super profound, all right? And if we're not going to accept that everybody has their own journey, then where are we on our journey? You know what I'm saying? Like, if everyone has a journey, including me and all these ex-vegans I just listed, then what about journey, right? And around 3 to 4 years into being vegan, I noticed I had these symptoms. And it was weird because a lot of my symptoms were also the symptoms of starvation. And looking back, I was trying things like being a fruitarian, I was eating a raw vegan diet, I was under eating, and I was experiencing all of these health problems. So after this, I went to every single possible professional who wasn't actually a real dietitian. So I went to a naturopath, I went to a psychic, I went to every possible expert I can go to who couldn't actually help me with my problem. And these symptoms I was feeling were just so awful. I mean, I was losing my hair, I was bloated all the time, and I was slowly coming to the conclusion that there must be something in fish and eggs that I need to consume. How did I come to this conclusion? My feelings and my inner spirit and my journey. One day, I was just in my house all alone, having a panic attack over the fact that I was just so fatigued and feeling so awful every single day. And immediately in my head, I started to hear the phrase salmon and eggs over and over and over. I didn't know what to think of this. Am I schizophrenic? Like, what's happening here? Why is my head continuing to, produce the phrase salmon and eggs? And up until this point in the story, which I'm sure is making a lot of sense right now, I was feeling awful every day. I couldn't sleep. My hormones were so out of whack, even though I never went to an endocrinologist. I just completely lost it, guys. I didn't know what to do at this point. So I noticed that every other ex-vegan, for some reason, ends up paying for fish to be murdered once they're experiencing symptoms. So I decided to go to my local fish market and pay for a fish that was murdered. And what happened then was absolutely magical. I had one serving of fish. Not even one serving. I had 1 calorie of fish. And what happened after I consumed that 1 calorie of fish changed my life and my perception of everything forever. I had that 1 calorie and immediately all of my symptoms just went away. What I'm trying to say here, guys, is that it's important to listen to your body. If you don't listen to your body, how are you going to know what your body needs? It's not like there's quantitative tests you can get to show you what's within your bloodstream and what's not within your bloodstream that you might need. If you want donuts, if your body's saying, I want deep fried donuts filled with refined sugar and excessive oil, you should have those donuts. If you're a drug addict and you're experiencing withdrawals and you need some drugs, go get those drugs. Listen to your body. Your body knows what's best, especially when it's addicted to a particular substance that's awful for your body. Now you might be wondering, what about the animals? What about the fish? What about the eggs? So guys, I needed 1 calorie of fish to make all of my symptoms go away, and I'm still a person who cares about animals. So after 4 to 5 weeks of having 1 calorie of fish per day, my symptoms continue to go away. So what I conclude from this is that what I need to do in order to not experience these negative symptoms is have 1 calorie of fish per day. And that's all I'll need to do. And as an animal lover, I promise you that I'm definitely going to only have that 1 calorie of fish per day. There's definitely no way that you're going to catch me in an Instagram story or a random post getting pizza and wings at a random place when I think nobody is looking. And guys, I got to mention, this is just a journey, okay? This is my journey. Everybody has their journey. If someone's journey entails ending someone else's journey, for example, a fish in my case, that's okay because we all have our own journey. And if I use the phrase journey about 30 more times in this video, it'll further justify my decision to end others' journeys. Just think about it, guys. Journey, journey, and then journey, right? So my journey equals ending journeys. Therefore, journey, journey, and then journey. I have a journey. And my journey is just my journey. And if you don't take my journey out with my other journey, then I'm going to be journeying my journey after journey. And that is why we have to understand that it's just my journey to murder. All right. And that is just a fact. And nobody can really take that away from you. I mean, the human experience is just so diverse. What are we going to do about the fact that everybody is just so different and everybody just has their own journey? Some people require fish. You want studies for that? I don't have studies for that, but I just know that it's true because in my inner being, in my body is saying, dude, go have some journey. And anytime you have an argument against what I'm saying or the empirical claims that I'm making, I'm just going to say the word journey. And you have to accept that. Do you know why? Because journey. Understand? Cool. Oh, and just something else I need to get off my chest. The vegan community is just so judgmental. All right. And I know I'm judging the vegan community right now in the process of judging them as judgmental, but please put my hypocrisy aside and just understand that the vegan community is so judgmental. And people in the vegan sphere, they have this weird idea that like we should avoid animal abuse. And I had the idea in my head for a long time too. Like I always thought like, hey, listen, we should, live in a way that eliminates or reduces animal suffering. But now that I've, had that 1 calorie of fish, and now that I'm, on the side behind cameras having wings every single night, I've really come to the conclusion, journey. And like, that is all I really need to say to anybody who thinks that animal abuse is wrong. If somebody is abusing an animal, if somebody's diet entails the abuse of animals, that's their journey. And that is just the ultimate justification for literally anything that you do. If you are hurting others, that's journey, right? And now that I'm thinking about it, other ex-vegans like Miley Cyrus, John Venus, Elise Parker, Bonnie Rebecca, who else? There's Earth Mama Medicine. She's a very recent one. All of these ex-vegans, they have one thing in common, right? They're all journey. And this is something super profound, all right? And if we're not going to accept that everybody has their own journey, then where are we on our journey? You know what I'm saying? Like, if everyone has a journey, including me and all these ex-vegans I just listed, then what about journey, right? What about journey? What are we going to do about all of the journeys? There's a journey over here. There's a journey over there. There's just so many journeys on YouTube and ex-vegan YouTube, and we just have to journey them, okay? Now, this might not be making a whole lot of sense, but I promise you, that's just part of the journey of understanding what I'm saying. The point here is that there are people. Did I mention that eating meat is natural? I mean, when I'm eating that 1 calorie of fish that is packaged in plastic, that's natural. Let's talk about murder. Murder is something that I think most people agree is a journey. So everybody, I hope that the case I've made today for why I am no longer vegan makes sense to you guys. I mean, at the end of the day, who are we to judge others who support animal abuse?
Dude, even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Who is your audience? Nobody gets these dumb jokes. Dude, even vegans don't get your weird, stupid